All right, and welcome to game, excuse me, welcome to game 25 of the second season of the Anger Games. We've got Templis, Calsf, and Wang about to warp to the beacon. Let's see, we've got flying with Templis, Calsf. They're going to be representing with a Sleipnir, a Scimitar, Curse, Onyx, Jackdaw, a Kitsune, and a Moa. And please do not get on me for my pronunciation of Kitsune.
And they are
anyway, damn one.
And they are going up against Wang with a very kind of interesting comp actually. Astarte, Guardian, Navy Brutex, and Armor Ferox, supported by two Zvipul, a Zvipul, Coercer, and a Cruor. Now, what do you think that Armor Ferox is going to be fielding? Now, that is an interesting thing. We've not seen that before.
Well, battle cruisers, those T1 battle cruisers can be, some of them could be incredibly customizable. And yeah, you can make an Armor Ferox and an Armor Drake. It has been done.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, is that ECM? Is it going to be damps, or is it just going to be a ton of like tackle? Are they going to be running in there with some sort of mad double web, double scram sort of thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If there's going to be any E-War involved, it will likely be as a heavy tackle role.
Wow, no, that would be interesting to see. Someone flying something with a deliberately less tank, just so that they can run in there and just nail everything down.
Yes, and when you have that and Kruger backing up a Svipul and a Confessor, that could cause a major threat to their cruisers on down. That Jackdaw and Kitsune might be in for some trouble.
Yeah, and one of the most interesting things, however, is the fact that Calsf actually have quite a. If this is a rush comp, and it really does look like that, then Templis Calsf have like a super strong defense here between Curse and Onyx. They've got a long range scram, they've got a Curse with long range newts, and they can kind of hold them off for a little bit, put them out of Blaster Optimal. Do you think that's going to give them a big advantage as they try and rush in to apply all that damage?
It's possible. It depends on, I guess, the reaction speed of the pilots and whether or not they choose to come at them at a straight line or try to maximize their transversal.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the case. And still, if considering how much tackle they have here, if Templis Calsf do try and kite, all it's going to take is one person to get caught, and then that could, potentially put that whole team at risk. Because this seems like a super controlly setup here from Templis Calsf. That Sleipnir, the Curse, the Onyx, the Jackdaw, the Kitsune, they don't have much in the way of DPS. They seem to be relying purely on just trying to kill off some support and running away for the majority of the fight, unless this is some sort of sneaky rush comp out of nowhere.
I wouldn't put my chances on a rush comp at this stage in the competition, but I don't know. Templis Calsf, it depends on whether or not they can be convinced to commit. I mean, if Wang can hold them down for any amount of time, it's possible that they could apply enough DPS to take out one or two of the more important ships, like I'm looking at the Scimitar and the Curse of the Moa specifically.
Yeah, that Moa can obviously put out a lot of DPS if it's shield and blaster fit.
Mm-hmm.
Can even tank relatively well. I know I've flown the legendary double auxiliary Ansil boosted Moa a couple of times on my solo adventures, so it can be deceptively tanky, that T1 cruiser. But yeah, we're just waiting here for the teams to get ready to roll in. Apparently, there are some technical issues going on, and they've only just been able to sort everything out. But we should be able to see this fight start relatively soon. There'll be a 30-second countdown, and after that, the teams will, just throw some punches at each other, and we'll see what happens.
Does that countdown start once they land on grid, or excuse me, or does it start when they initiate warp?
I believe it's by the referee's discretion when the countdown starts.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Oh, it looks like they're warping.
Yeah, no, they are. So, who do you think has the edge right here? Are you on the Team Wang gang or Team Templis Calsf? Who do you think is going to pull this one out?
I was originally choosing Wang gang, but I think if Templis Calsf can remain maneuverable, they might just be able to take 1 or 2 ships away from Wang gang and then run out the rest of the clock.
Yeah, I personally, I think my money is going to be on Templis Calsf just because they've shown like incredible skill in piloting so far. I feel if anyone could pull out this sort of weird, bizarre kiting comp, it's going to be Templis Calsf. But it does look scary. There's a lot of good tackle there in that Swiftpool, Confessor, and Crew, and I'm terrified of what that Ferox is. It's either going to be incredibly good or incredibly bad. I can't wait to find out which one it is. So it looks like the teams are setting up here. We can see Templis Calsf setting up at a decent range with their support coming in at 50 and their the main body of their fleet coming in at 20, but on a close angle to the armor fleet of Wang gangs, which is warped in at 50 as well.
Oh, it looks like that Ferox is not going to be part of the match.
Oh, really? Is he had?
I guess Softwhistle said it sneaked in. I'm looking at local chat.
Oh, okay. Well, all our speculation was for naught, it seems.
And it looks like we're about to start in about 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Here we go. And yep, it seems like a bit of a slow start, but there we go. Those T3Ds burning right towards the enemy team there, just trying to grab something. And it looks like they've got it. They've got the Sleipnir there scrammed away from the rest of his team. The Confessor seems to have held from that initial volley. We're just going to have to see how that goes.
Yeah, they're going to try and take a bite out of the smaller stuff, the Kitsune. And I don't think they're going to pull it off. That Sweeple looks like it's in quite a bit of trouble. It's definitely getting slowed down, but it's getting reps, and I think it's trying to back off now.
Yep. It just looks like that there you can see switch onto the Guardian there of the Wang gang team from Templis Calsf, putting some damage onto it, but it seems to be repping up just fine. Doesn't look like it's tackled. Oh no, it is tackled. What is it being tackled by? Looks like the vast majority of the enemy team is right on top of it now. This might actually have been a rush team. We just weren't prepared for this. It doesn't look like the Wang gang were prepared for it either, really. But yet, not much damage being applied. And that Jackdaw is taking huge damage as well there, going into mid-shields before the Scimitar of their team could apply reps. And whilst this Guardian seems to be holding, the low damage that we talked about earlier really, really coming to bite them in the behind as they wait for these newts to really start to work on that Guardian's capacitor and bring it down to the point where it can be damaged.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the Guardian is not cap stable on its own, but you never, I can't really tell right now, but can you see if anyone's trying to give the Guardian reps? I mean, it would show up, so it looks like they're not.
Yeah, it looks
and
like
it's getting muted and vamped all over the place, but it's still holding.
Yeah, oh, that Kitsune nearly gets headshot there by the team, even through reps, barely holding on as it goes into structure. As the Guardian takes significant damage, it seems like those newts from the curse have really, really worked their magic, turning off his whatever reps he has. And meanwhile, that
Oh,
Kitsune! 1%
excellent
structure!
work.
Oh, my
Wow.
lord! Wow, that is
2%
crazy.
structure. Yep.
And
That was
yeah,
some
and that
Johnny on the
Kitsune is
spot
so
work by
critical.
Savoy in the scimitar, getting the reps on that Kitsune, saving its life. That ship almost dead.
Yeah, and it should be noted, by the way, that the team of Wang do have a Harbinger in this match. It's just that it isn't showing up on the overview due to the fact that it was a very, very last-minute change. And Safoy in the Scimitar taking huge damage here, just able to rep through it now as the Guardian's damage seems to have switched off or dropped off on that Guardian. God, this is a crazy match. Just so much positioning here. Everything's getting very, very spread apart as people are tackling each other all over the field.
It looks like they're trying to target paint the scimitar, which is a very smart move. Target painting anything of any of the Guardian, or I'm sorry, any of the Logi ships. Very smart move if you want to get them off the field fast instead of trying to drain their tank, because they can always replenish that, but once they're dead, and they can't rep anyone else. And ooh, it looks like that Kitsune. Oh, it lives. Never mind.
It's fine, but it's really important to just highlight the role that Kitsune is playing. He's jamming out two of the major tackle ships on the. Oh, and as we say that, the Confessor is going into structure here, and reps have not landed yet, and not even cycling him. He's going down. Crazy stuff. But yeah, that Kitsune is jamming out all of the tackle from the Wangan side, stopping the Scimitar, the Sleipnir, all of that from being held down. And it's working relatively well, even as we see that Scimitar takes so much damage.
And it's thanks to that target painter that I was talking about. That allows every other ship in the enemy fleet to maximize the damage potential that they're applying there.
Oh, it looks like it's not going to be. It looks like even being able to kite isn't going to be enough for that Scimitar. Oh, a huge rep there. I think it might have reloaded or something, but that was crazy.
This match is all over the place.
Yeah,
I'm
and as we
telling
see
you,
that,
I'm looking. There's ships like 70 kilometers out, and there's ships that are like right next to the beacon, duking it out.
Yeah, it's worth noting that Tax Stalker, the Harbinger Navy issue of the Wangang team, undoubtedly putting a huge amount of damage onto that Scimitar, is going into structure here with no reps once again from the Guardian. I can't tell if the Guardian's jammed out or if it's just been muted out of play by that curse. I think that must be the case because that's the only reason it can't be repping here. Not even jammed, just purely drained of capacitor as the Harbinger goes down. And that, that Scimitar, oh, he's going down again. Oh, he's just toying with them at this point, just letting them, seeing how low can he go as the Brutix Navy issue of Mr. Ben becomes the primary for the Templis Calsf team. This is an incredible showing for both sides, just living with, a game of inches here, really.
I really wish my auto locker would have picked up that Harbinger, because I would like to see the state that it's in right now.
It is dead, my friend.
Oh, never mind then.
Yep. And the Brutix Navy issue going into hull here as well. Just
Is it hull tanked? Is it hull tanked?
I don't think it is, as it goes down. This curse putting in overtime, turning off all of the reps of that Guardian because there was no screening left, because the Kitsune was able to just tackle it all down. Oh no, it's been able to cycle its reps just once there, giving a little extra breath of life to that Navy Brutix. Will it be enough? It doesn't look like it. Inches closer, and gone.
That is a major chunk out of Wang Gang's squadron, and that's going to really, really limit their ability to control the rest of this match.
Yeah, no, I can't see them being able to break much more now. They're going to need to get
Killing
right
the Scimitar would be a really good thing to do right about now if they could pull that off.
If they could do that, they might still have a chance in here. Killing the Scimitar, killing the Curse, either of those is going to be huge game for this team. And you can see that Scimitar not having any reps left on it. Is it going to fall? Maybe it's run out of ASD charges.
Structure.
Maybe it's heated something out. It's just inching towards the grave here. Just tiny bits of damage being applied from millions and millions of miles away. It's like so far away from any hostile things. The only thing taking it down is drones and just glances in massive fall off. Oh, and it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. It's escaping in 10% structure there. Excellent piloting from Safoy.
Yeah, he went out of lock range, so I can't exactly see what's happening, but
He
is starting to regenerate his shield, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the Zwippel of Zoan is going for him, trying to like solo 1v1 him down here. As the rest of the fight goes on, let's see if he's successful. If he will, it'll be a story for the ages. But no, it looks like he's about to be.
There it goes.
Oh my God, what a hero!
There he goes. Hero Sweeple. Did he do that while jammed, or did he not just get jammed after getting a volley off?
I think he must have been out of in full off from that Kitsune. It is so far away from him. It just couldn't cycle. It couldn't put enough. The RNG won it down. And now we can see the team, the Wang Gang team, putting all their DPS back on that curse, trying to relieve the pressure on their logistics. As Templis Calsf puts all of their DPS on that Guardian as well, trying to get it off grid now that they lack the support of their Scimitar.
A curse kill would definitely be helpful because they are down 32 to 15, and there's just over a minute remaining.
Yeah, that Guardian is not long for this world, I think, as it slips into structure, but neither is that curse as it goes into low shields here. God, this is fairly close. You've got some of that super strong anti-support from Wang Gang still left, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, especially with that Guardian out. They just might not have the staying power here really to fight them.
Yep, it looks like Templis Calsf is just controlling the grid right now.
Yep, and there we go. That's left them with just a Zwippel, an Astarte and a Cruor against a Moa, Onyx, Kitsune, Curse, Jackdaw, and Sleipnir. And whilst that Curse is going down, flown by the captain of Templis Calsf, the last Spartan, I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the ships that they have left are going to be just enough to scrape out a win here. Some incredible piloting from both sides, but unfortunately those opening trades just went so much in favor of Templis Calsf.
Yeah, taking that curse cost Wang Gang the Cruer, and that
and time is up. We've seen a victory there from Templis Calsf, being able to just clinch the win without even being able to finish off the whole team. Their low DPS setup working purely due to the amount of control that they could bring to the grid there. That was incredible.
Yeah, very impressive showing by Templis Calsf. Definitely surprised the hell out of me.